I had swept the fallen leaves at the mountain gate for 100 years. Today, the three great immortal sects attacked our sect. The mountain-protecting array shattered, the halls collapsed, and my senior sister, covered in blood, told me to flee quickly. A nascent soul stage sword beam shot straight towards my forehead. I gently waved my broom. The golden light shattered into pieces on the ground. The three nascent soul cultivators were dumbfounded. "Who are you, Your Excellency?" Ling Sangshuan, gatekeeper of the Heavenly Tao sect, with 103 years of service. They launched a combined full-power attack, and I raised my broom, intending to sweep away the aftermath. The attack rebounded, and the three of them spat blood as they flew backward. My senior sister's mouth was wide open, wide enough to fit an egg. "Junior brother Ling, I had guarded the mountain gate of the Heavenly Tao sect for a full 100 years. Every day, I swept the ground, guarded the gate, and occasionally chased away a few oblivious wild beasts. Life was so monotonous it felt like water could be wrung from it. Until today, when the three great immortal sects attacked our sect together. The mountain-protecting array shattered, the halls collapsed, and disciples lay in pools of blood. I was still sweeping the fallen leaves in front of the mountain gate. "Ling Sangshuan, what are you still sweeping for?" Senior sister Wang Liu, covered in blood, rushed towards me, her eyes, which always held a smile, now filled with terror. "Run! They're killing everyone they see." I looked at the broom in my hand, then at the three formidable figures in the distant sky. "Senior sister, I haven't finished sweeping the mountain gate yet." Wang Liu almost choked, grabbing my sleeve and trying to pull me away. Boom! A sword chi strike landed about 3 zhang away from us, cracking the ground into a deep fissure. Heavenly Tao sect remnants, leave none alive. A middle-aged man in golden robes floated in midair. He was Jin Liang, the cave master of Golden Radiance Cave. Beside him were 2 others, Yu Qing Shuang, Valley Master of Moonlit Splendor Valley, and Xue Xiao, Sect Master of Blood Fiend Gate. 3 nascent soul stage cultivators. As for our Heavenly Tao sect, our strongest sect master had just passed away 3 days ago. Cave Master Jin, our Heavenly Tao sect has already handed over all our secret treasures. Why must you go so far as to exterminate us? An elder lamented mournfully. Xue Xiao bared his teeth in a grin. Cut the grass by the roots. Don't you understand that principle? Yu Qing Shuang sighed softly. If you must blame someone, blame your Tianyin sect for occupying the entrance to the ancient secret realm. I continued sweeping. 1 maple leaf, 2 maple leaves, 3. That sweeping idiot, sent him on his way first. Jin Liang pointed casually. A golden sword light shot straight towards my forehead. Wang Luoyu screamed, blocking in front of me. I sighed, pulled her behind me, and gently waved the broom. The golden sword light shattered. It shattered like a crystal goblet dropped on the ground, clinking and scattering across the floor. The entire scene suddenly fell silent. The expressions of the 3 nascent soul cultivators froze on their faces. I continued sweeping, gathering the golden light fragments into a pile. My apologies, the floor I just swept clean is dirty again. Jin Liang's eyes narrowed. Who are you, sir? Ling Sangshuan, gatekeeper of Tianyin sect, 103 years of service. I replied earnestly. Yu Qing Shuang scrutinized me. A gatekeeper? Have you hidden your cultivation? No, I haven't, I shook my head. I'm just a sweeper. Xue Xiao sneered, putting on an act. Let's go. The 3 attacked simultaneously, golden, silver, and red lights converging. A full power strike from nascent soul cultivators was enough to level a small hilltop. I raised the broom. Not to fight, but I genuinely wanted to sweep away the energy aftershocks so they wouldn't dirty the floor I had just cleaned. The broom traced an unremarkable arc. The 3 colored lights suddenly changed direction, returning the way they came, but 3 times faster. Boom, boom, boom. The 3 were sent flying backward, spitting blood from their own attacks, and only stopped after smashing through 3 large rocks. All the surviving Tianyin sect disciples were dumbfounded. I scratched my head. This is a sacred area of the sect gate. Fighting is prohibited. Sect rule number 73. Wang Luoyu's jaw dropped, wide enough to fit an egg. Ling, junior brother Ling. Senior sister, you're bleeding. You should go get it bandaged, I said sincerely. Yu Qing Shuang sighed softly. If you must blame someone, blame your Tianyin sect for occupying the entrance to the ancient secret realm. I continued sweeping. 1 maple leaf, 2 maple leaves, 3. That sweeping idiot, sent him on his way first. Jin Liang pointed casually. A golden sword light shot straight towards my forehead. Wang Luoyu screamed, blocking in front of me. I sighed, pulled her behind me, and gently waved the broom. The golden sword light shattered. It shattered like a crystal goblet dropped on the ground, clinking and scattering across the floor. The entire scene suddenly fell silent. The expressions of the 3 nascent soul cultivators froze on their faces. I continued sweeping, gathering the golden light fragments into a pile. My apologies, the floor I just swept clean is dirty again. Jin Liang's eyes narrowed. Who are you, sir? Ling Tsangxuan, gatekeeper of Tianyin sect, 103 years of service. I replied earnestly. Yu Qing Shuang scrutinized me. A gatekeeper? Have you hidden your cultivation? No, I haven't, I shook my head. I'm just a sweeper. Xue Xiao sneered, putting on an act. Let's go. The 3 attacked simultaneously, golden, silver, and red lights converging. A full power strike from nascent soul cultivators was enough to level a small hilltop. I raised the broom. Not to fight, but I genuinely wanted to sweep away the energy aftershocks so they wouldn't dirty the floor I had just cleaned. The broom traced an unremarkable arc. The 3 colored lights suddenly changed direction, returning the way they came, but 3 times faster. Boom, boom, boom. The 3 were sent flying backward, spitting blood from their own attacks, and only stopped after smashing through 3 large rocks. All the surviving Tianyin sect disciples were dumbfounded. I scratched my head. This is a sacred area of the sect gate. Fighting is prohibited. Sect rule number 73. Wang Luoyu's jaw dropped, wide enough to fit an egg. Ling, junior brother Ling. Senior sister, you're bleeding. You should go get it bandaged, I said sincerely. Jin Liang struggled to his feet, his face filled with horror. What realm are you exactly? I thought seriously for a moment. By human standards, I don't know. Bloodhawk suddenly pulled out a small crimson banner, bit his tongue, and sprayed a mouthful of vital blood onto it. No matter what you are, taste my blood fiend myriad soul banner. The small banner expanded against the wind, instantly blotting out the sky and sun, as countless wailing, resentful souls surged forth. The heavens and earth changed color, and a chill wind howled eerily. This magic treasure was forged with at least 100,000 living souls. What a sin! I frowned. Then I lifted my broom and said to the resentful souls, "Scram, scram. Go wherever you're supposed to go." The resentful souls suddenly froze collectively, then let out cries of relief, transforming into specks of golden light and dissipating. The Bloodfiend Myriad Soul banner split in 2 with a crack. Bloodhawk spat out blood again, this time from sheer rage. Impossible. This is impossible. Moonfrost's face was pale. Words become law. Are you in the soul transformation stage? No, even someone in the soul transformation stage couldn't do this. I honestly didn't do much. Those resentful souls saw me and scattered on their own, like mice seeing a cat. I felt a bit embarrassed. Golden Blazing Sun suddenly remembered something, his eyes widening into perfect circles. Could it be the legendary? Return to simplicity. I'm just a sweeper. I reiterated my occupation. Senior, this junior was blind to your greatness. Golden Blazing Sun suddenly knelt, kowtowing like a pestle pounding garlic. Seeing this, Moonfrost and Bloodhawk also knelt. Please spare our lives, Senior. We are willing to offer all our treasures. I looked at my fellow disciples amidst the ruins behind me. What about them? Compensate. We'll pay 10 times the compensation. Golden Blazing Sun quickly said. It would have been so much better if you'd done this earlier. I sighed. Having to fight. Look what you've done to our sect's entrance. We'll fix it immediately. It'll be restored to its original state within 3 days. Golden Blazing Sun quickly said. I nodded. All right. Remember to sweep up the fallen leaves too. The 3 of them, as if granted a great pardon, scrambled to their feet and began directing their disciples to repair the buildings. The disciples of the Tianyin sect hadn't quite processed what happened. Junior brother Ling. You. Wang Liu's voice trembled. Senior sister, I'm going to check the back mountain. It seems there are still a few leaves unswept. I walked away, carrying my broom, concealing my merit and fame. Actually, I didn't go to the back mountain. I went to the forbidden grounds of the sect, the entrance to the secret realm behind the mountain. I had guarded that place for 100 years. Every day, besides sweeping the mountain gate, I would come to look at this stone door. The stone door was 3 zhang tall and 2 zhang wide, carved with ancient patterns. It was said to be the entrance to some ancient secret realm, but no one had opened it for hundreds of years. Today, the stone door was faintly glowing. You feel it too? I touched the stone door. The patterns on the door seemed to come alive, pulsating like veins. Fierce beasts awakening. The great calamity is nigh. A voice echoed in my mind. It wasn't the stone door speaking. It was my memories stirring. A series of images flashed past. An overwhelming sea of blood, mountains of corpses and forests of bones, a towering figure howling towards the sky. And then suppressed darkness, a long slumber. Ling Tsangxuan. Wang Luoyu rushed over. Are you all right? I snapped back to reality. I'm fine. Why are you here, senior sister? She stared at me, her eyes complex. Who exactly are you? Just the doorkeeper. Can a doorkeeper send 3 nascent soul cultivators flying with a single wave of their hand? Perhaps they weren't at their best today, I said sincerely. Wang Luoyu rolled her eyes. Do I look like an idiot? You don't. Senior sister, you're quite smart. But she didn't press the matter further. She just looked at the glowing stone door. The secret realm is about to open. It seems so. Legend has it that within the secret realm lies the legacy left by the celestial evolution sect's ancestor. Whoever opens it can obtain unparalleled fortune. Wang Luyu's eyes lit up. Is it because of you? I took a step back. Senior sister, I'm just a sweeper. As for legacies and such. Before I could finish my sentence, the stone door rumbled open. There was no brilliant golden light, no ethereal music drifting, only a profound darkness. Wang Luoyu started to walk inside, but I grabbed her, pulling her back. Don't go in, something's wrong. What? I stared into the darkness. Something inside has awakened. No sooner had the words left his mouth than a suffocating pressure surged from within the door. Wang Liyu's face turned ashen, and she could barely stand steady. I stepped in front of her, and when that pressure reached me, it suddenly, cowered, like a puppy meeting a tiger. It tucked its tail and scurried away. Rustling sounds came from the darkness, as if countless things were crawling. What? What is that? Wang Liyu's voice trembled. No sooner had the words left his mouth than a suffocating pressure surged from within the door. Wang Liyu's face turned ashen, and she could barely stand steady. I stepped in front of her, and when that pressure reached me, it suddenly, cowered, like a puppy meeting a tiger. It tucked its tail and scurried away. Rustling sounds came from the darkness, as if countless things were crawling. What? What is that? Wang Liyu's voice trembled. I didn't answer, but instead said to the darkness, go back. The darkness froze for a moment, then receded like a tide. The scene inside the stone door changed, becoming an ordinary stone path flanked by glowing crystals. Now we can enter, I said. Wang Luoyu looked at me as if I were a monster. Junior brother Ling, just now. Were you commanding the secret realm? No, not at all. Just a friendly negotiation. I picked up the broom. Come on, let's go inside and see. The stone path was very long, with ancient murals carved into the walls. The first, the genesis of heaven and earth, myriad beasts contending for supremacy. The second, human cultivators rose, waging a great war against the beast race. The third, the four great fierce beasts were suppressed, eternally sealed in the four directions. The fourth, I stopped. On the fourth mural was a humanoid creature with 2 wings on its back, 2 horns on its head, treading upon a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood. Ancient script was etched beside it. Wang Liu leaned closer and read aloud. Chaos appears in the world. Heaven and earth collapse. Chief of fierce beasts, source of all calamities. She turned to look at me, noticing my expression was wrong. Junior brother Ling? This mural, it's quite ugly, I said. In truth, it was depicted very accurately. Too similar, especially those eyes, which were identical to those I saw when I looked in a mirror, except I usually disguised myself to appear unremarkable. The stone path ended in a grand hall, in the center of which floated a blood-red crystal. A single drop of blood was sealed within the crystal. The drop of blood was throbbing like a heart. Wang Luoyu exclaimed, "Is this primeval true blood? Could it be the legacy left by old ancestor Tianyin?" Just as she was about to approach, the crystal suddenly erupted with dazzling red light, and the entire hall began to shake. Oh no, there's a restriction. The ground cracked open, and countless blood-red tentacles stretched out, reaching for her. I stepped forward and swung my broom. The tentacles snapped off at their roots, emitting infant-like screams, and recoiled back into the ground. The crystal flew into midair, and the drop of blood broke free from its confines, shooting straight towards my glabella. I didn't dodge, because that drop of blood was calling to me like a child calling for its mother. The blood drop sank into my glabella, and a burning sensation instantly spread throughout my entire body. Memories flooded in like a breach dam. I remembered. I am Chaos, the chief of the 4 primeval fierce beasts, an entity that once made all the heavens tremble. 10,000 years ago, I was jointly suppressed by human cultivators, my divine soul shattered, and reincarnated as a human. They thought they had killed me. In truth, I merely took a nap and continued living under a different identity. Guarding the Tianyin sect's mountain gate for 100 years was no coincidence. It was old ancestor Tianyin, one of the main forces that suppressed me back then, who left behind a contingency plan. He used his last remaining power to set up a restriction, trapping my reincarnated self at the mountain gate, intending to use a century of incense offerings and prayers to wear down my ferocity. Unfortunately, he miscalculated one thing. The true nature of a fierce beast cannot be extinguished. It merely sleeps. Now it's awake. Ling Tsangxuan, are you all right? Wang Liu asked anxiously. I opened my eyes, and a flash of crimson gleamed deep within my pupils. I'm fine, it's just, I remembered some things. Your forehead. She pointed at my glabella. A crimson marking had appeared there, like a closed vertical eye. I ran my hand over it, and the patterns faded away. You can leave now. There's nothing else here. But the inheritance. I am the inheritance, I said. Wang Luyu froze. On the way back to the mountain gate, she kept sneaking glances at me. Senior sister, just say what you want to say. Are you still Ling Tsangxuan? Indeed, the genuine article, I chuckled. Still the same gatekeeper who's swept the ground for 100 years. Then what you did just now in the mystic realm. A lucky coincidence. I gained a small bit of good fortune. She clearly didn't believe it, but didn't press the matter. The mountain gate was mostly repaired, and people from the 3 great immortal sects were still bustling about. Seeing me return, they trembled with fear. Senior, it'll be ready right away. Right away. I nodded, picked up a new broom, and continued sweeping. Life had to go on. That evening, Wang Liu pulled me to attend a gathering of the surviving disciples. Including the 2 of us, the Tianyin sect had only 23 members left. Of the original 300 plus, 90% had perished. The atmosphere was heavy, and several young disciples were crying. The sect master is dead, and the elders too. What are we to do now? Although the three great immortal sects offered their apologies, who knows if they will retaliate? Is the Tianyin sect going to disband? Wang Luoyu stood up. What are you talking about? As long as the sect stands, we stand. If the sect falls, we fall. She was the sect master's direct disciple, and now considered the highest in seniority. But senior sister, with so few of us, how can we defend the sect? There's also the mystic realm, Wang Luoyu said. The mystic realm has already opened. Inside, there's the inheritance left by our ancestors. As long as someone obtains the inheritance. Everyone looked at me. Everyone had seen my performance on the battlefield today. Senior brother Ling. No, Senior Ling, did you obtain the inheritance? A young boy asked timidly. I put down my teacup. Just call me Senior brother Ling. As for the inheritance, I suppose so. Everyone's eyes lit up. Then can you lead the heavenly Tao sect to rebuild? I was silent for a moment. I'm not suited to be a leader. What? Asterisk because, deep down, I am a fierce beast. Let a human sect? How ridiculous. Asterisk. I'm used to being alone, I said. I put down my teacup. Just call me Senior brother Ling. As for the inheritance, I suppose so. Everyone's eyes lit up. Then can you lead the heavenly Tao sect to rebuild? I was silent for a moment. I'm not suited to be a leader. What? Asterisk because, deep down, I am a fierce beast. Let a human sect? How ridiculous. Asterisk. I'm used to being alone, I said. Wang Luoyu's eyes dimmed slightly, but she quickly perked up. It's all right, as long as junior brother Ling is willing to stay. As for the position of sect master, we'll elect an interim sect master first. After a round of nominations, Wang Luoyu became the interim sect master. After the meeting, she called out to me. Junior brother Ling, thank you for saving everyone today. It was only right. Will you still be sweeping tomorrow? Of course, it's my job, I said seriously. She smiled, then started to cry. Do you know, I used to think you're just a weirdo, sweeping every day, not speaking, not interacting with anyone. And now, I feel you are the heavenly Tao sect's pillar of stability. She wiped away her tears. With you here sweeping, my heart feels at peace. I put down my teacup. Just call me Senior brother Ling. As for the inheritance, I suppose so. Everyone's eyes lit up. Then can you lead the heavenly Tao sect to rebuild? I was silent for a moment. I'm not suited to be a leader. What? Asterisk because, deep down, I am a fierce beast. Let a human sect? How ridiculous. Asterisk. I'm used to being alone, I said. Wang Luoyu's eyes dimmed slightly, but she quickly perked up. It's all right, as long as junior brother Ling is willing to stay. As for the position of sect master, we'll elect an interim sect master first. After a round of nominations, Wang Luoyu became the interim sect master. After the meeting, she called out to me. Junior brother Ling, thank you for saving everyone today. It was only right. Will you still be sweeping tomorrow? Of course, it's my job, I said seriously. She smiled, then started to cry. Do you know, I used to think you're just a weirdo, sweeping every day, not speaking, not interacting with anyone. And now, I feel you are the heavenly Tao sect's pillar of stability. She wiped away her tears. With you here sweeping, my heart feels at peace. I nodded. Then I'm going to sleep. I need to get up early tomorrow to sweep the fallen leaves. Ling Songxuan, no matter who you are, thank you. I didn't say anything, just waved and left. I returned to my small wooden hut, that drafty hut beside the mountain gate, where I had lived for 100 years. I closed the door and set up a sound-insulating barrier. Then I knelt on the ground, trembling all over, not from fear, but from excitement. The ferocity suppressed for 100 years was stirring restlessly, craving blood, craving slaughter, craving destruction. That drop of true blood was boiling within me, awakening all my instincts. Calm down. Calm down. You are human now. Human. I kept telling myself, but the scenes in my memory grew clearer and clearer. The war 10,000 years ago, humanity's betrayal, the pain of being suppressed. Kill them. Destroy everything. A voice whispered in my heart. I bit the tip of my tongue, using the pain to stay awake. I must not lose control. Once I lost control, Wang Liu and those junior disciples would be the first to die. They were innocent. At least for now, they were innocent. By dawn, I had finally suppressed the surge of savagery within me. I pushed open the door, and the sunlight was dazzling. A new day, new fallen leaves. I picked up my broom and began to work. The people from the three great immortal sects had finished repairing the houses, compensated with spirit stones and magic artifacts, and had scurried away in shame. The Tianyin sect seemed to have returned to calm. But I knew this was just the beginning. The news of the ancient fiend's awakening would spread sooner or later. And when it did, those who came would be far more formidable than mere nascent soul cultivators. 3 days later, the first guest arrived. He was a young man in white, carrying an ancient sword on his back, with an ethereal presence. My name is Yi Kanghin, a disciple of the Grand Void Sword sect. I wish to see the sect master of Tianyin. Wang Luoyu received him. I swept the ground from a distance, listening to their conversation. I heard that the Tianyin sect's secret realm has opened. I have come on my sect's orders, and I am willing to offer 3 spirit treasures in exchange for a spot to enter the secret realm. I apologize, but the secret realm has already closed, Wang Luoyu said. Closed? How could that be? Once an ancient secret realm opens. It's really closed, I interjected, sweeping fallen leaves as I approached. Yi Kanghin looked at me, his eyes narrowing slightly. And who might this be? The gatekeeper, I said, continuing to sweep. He stared at me for a moment, then suddenly drew his sword. The sword glinted like snow and went straight for my throat. I dodged aside, spun my broom, and struck his wrist. The sword flew from his hand and plunged into the ground some distance away. Yi Kanghin retreated 3 steps, his expression solemn. What excellent skill. You flatter me, I said. Your esteemed self is certainly no common gatekeeper. I just sweep the floor. He stared at me for a moment, then suddenly drew his sword. The sword glinted like snow and went straight for my throat. I dodged aside, spun my broom, and struck his wrist. The sword flew from his hand and plunged into the ground some distance away. Yi Kanghin retreated 3 steps, his expression solemn. What excellent skill. You flatter me, I said. Your esteemed self is certainly no common gatekeeper. I just sweep the floor. He retrieved his sword, gave me a deep look, and said, I apologize for disturbing you today. I shall return another day. Having said that, he departed by sword flight. Wang Luoyu frowned. So the Grand Void Sword sect is also eyeing the secret realm. It's to be expected, I said. An ancient secret realm. Who wouldn't want it? I continued sweeping. Is that secret realm really closed? I closed it, I said. You can close a secret realm? I just happen to know the method of closing it, I said vaguely. Actually, that drop of true blood had given me partial control. There was even more hidden deep within the secret realm, but I didn't dare let anyone enter, including myself. Because sealed within, it was a part of my body from my previous life. If I were to merge with it, I would fully awaken. At that time, I would no longer be Ling Songxuan. In the evening, I practiced cultivation in the back mountains. While I called it practicing cultivation, I was actually familiarizing myself with my newly acquired power. The true blood had caused my cultivation to surge, reaching a realm even I didn't understand. By human standards, it was at least above the soul transformation stage. But I hadn't undergone tribulation, nor were there any heavenly phenomena. The cultivation of fierce beasts was not on the same system as humans. Junior brother Ling? Wang Luoyu's voice came. I stopped practicing. Senior sister, you're still awake so late? Can't sleep. She walked over and sat on a rock. I keep feeling something big is about to happen. We'll meet them as they come. What if it's the sect master of the Grand Void Sword sect? That's a soul transformation stage mighty figure. Then we'll find a way to stop it. She looked at me. Ling Songxuan, just how many soul transformation stage cultivators can you fight? I thought seriously for a moment. Never fought one, so I don't know. Are you serious? MHM. She sighed. Sometimes I really don't understand you. You're clearly so powerful, yet you willingly swept the floor for 100 years. Sweeping is quite nice, peaceful. Can you still find peace now? I fell silent. No, I couldn't. From the moment my true blood awakened, I knew there was no going back. Senior sister, if one day you find that I'm not the Ling Songxuan you know. What do you mean? What I mean is I might not be human, I said, half joking, half serious. She froze, then laughed. Not human? What does that mean? A monster? I don't believe it. What if? Then I'll accept it. She looked at the night sky. You saved the Heaven's Mandate sect, and you saved me. No matter what you are Ling Songxuan. A warmth spread through my heart. Human emotions are truly wondrous. We've only been together for 100 years, yet it's more profound than 10,000 years of solitude. The next day, uninvited guests arrived again. This time, it was a group of people. The one leading them wore splendid, luxurious robes and exuded an imposing aura. This young master is Mo Yechen, young master of the Myriad Treasure Pavilion. I've specifically come to pay my respects to the Heaven's Mandate sect. Wang Liyu's expression subtly changed. The Myriad Treasure Pavilion, the largest merchant guild in the cultivation world, was rich enough to rival a nation, and its influence spread across the land. Young Master Mo, it is an honor to have you grace us with your presence. Please forgive our inadequate welcome. Mo Yechen swaggered through the mountain gate, his gaze sweeping around. I heard your secret realm has opened. This young master wants to go in and take a look. Apologies, the secret realm is already closed. Closed? Mo Yechen sneered. You say it's closed and it is? Open it. This young master wants to go in and find treasures. It truly cannot be opened. Can't be opened? Mo Yechen narrowed his eyes. Then this young master will open it himself. An old man behind him stepped forward, and the pressure of a divine transformation stage cultivator instantly erupted. Wang Liu gave a muffled groan, stumbling back 3 steps. I put down my broom and stepped in front of her. The pressure touched me and vanished without a trace. The old man's pupils contracted. And you are? The gatekeeper. I repeated my status. A gatekeeper can block this old man's pressure. Perhaps you're not in good form today. I replied with the same reason. Mo Yechen chuckled. Interesting. It seems Tianyin sect truly has hidden dragons and crouching tigers. However, he clapped his hands. 3 more divine transformation stage cultivators descended from the sky, including the previous old man. There were a total of 4 divine transformation stage cultivators. This young master insists on entering the secret realm today. Will you open it willingly, or shall I kill you all and then open it? Wang Luoyu's face turned pale. 4 divine transformation stage cultivators were enough to destroy the current Tianyin sect 10 times over. I sighed. Young Master Mo, why bother? This young master just enjoys making things difficult for people, Mo Yechen said smugly. I looked at the 4 divine transformation stage cultivators. Are you truly going to make a move? The old man said in a deep voice, we are acting under orders. Please forgive the offense. The 4 attacked simultaneously. Heaven and earth changed color, and winds and clouds gathered. A full power strike from divine transformation stage cultivators was enough to alter the course of mountains and rivers. I put down my broom, becoming truly serious for the first time. I raised my right hand, clenching it in the void. The 4's attacks solidified in midair, then shattered. Like a mirror, they broke into countless fragments. They were dumbstruck. This is impossible. I gave them no time to react. I took a single step, instantly appearing before the old man. You're old. Go home and retire. 1 punch. The old man flew backward, smashing through 3 mountain peaks before finally stopping, unconscious. The other 3 retreated in terror. You're a void refinement stage cultivator. I don't know. I answered honestly. Another step, and I was before the second person. The four's attacks solidified in midair, then shattered. Like a mirror, they broke into countless fragments. They were dumbstruck. This is impossible. I gave them no time to react. I took a single step, instantly appearing before the old man. You're old. Go home and retire. One punch. The old man flew backward, smashing through 3 mountain peaks before finally stopping, unconscious. The other 3 retreated in terror. You're a void refinement stage cultivator. I don't know. I answered honestly. Another step, and I was before the second person. Your eyesight isn't good. Get a new pair of glasses. Second punch. The second person spat blood and collapsed. The remaining 2 turned and fled. Since you're already here, finish the fight before you leave. I launched 2 punches through the air. The 2 plummeted like kites with broken strings. The entire place fell silent. Mo Yechin was dumbstruck, his legs trembling. You stay away. I am the young master of 10,000 Treasures Pavilion. If you kill me, 10,000 Treasures Pavilion will not let you off. I walked up to him and patted his shoulder. Young Master Mo, go back and tell your father that I'm protecting the Heavenly Evolution sect. If you cause trouble again, I'll pay a visit to the 10,000 Treasures Pavilion headquarters for tea. The four's attacks solidified in midair, then shattered. Like a mirror, they broke into countless fragments. They were dumbstruck. This is impossible. I gave them no time to react. I took a single step, instantly appearing before the old man. You're old. Go home and retire. One punch. The old man flew backward, smashing through 3 mountain peaks before finally stopping, unconscious. The other 3 retreated in terror. You're a void refinement stage cultivator. I don't know. I answered honestly. Another step, and I was before the second person. Your eyesight isn't good. Get a new pair of glasses. Second punch. The second person spat blood and collapsed. The remaining 2 turned and fled. Since you're already here, finish the fight before you leave. I launched 2 punches through the air. The 2 plummeted like kites with broken strings. The entire place fell silent. Mo Yechin was dumbstruck, his legs trembling. You stay away. I am the young master of 10,000 Treasures Pavilion. If you kill me, 10,000 Treasures Pavilion will not let you off. I walked up to him and patted his shoulder. Young Master Mo, go back and tell your father that I'm protecting the Heavenly Evolution sect. If you cause trouble again, I'll pay a visit to the 10,000 Treasures Pavilion headquarters for tea. You dare threaten 10,000 Treasures Pavilion? It's not a threat. It's a notification, I smiled. Mo Yechin scrambled away, scared witless. Wang Liu and the disciples clustered around, looking at me as if I were a god. Senior brotherling. You took out a soul transformation stage cultivator with a single punch each? They might have been off their game today. I used that excuse for the nth time. Do you take us for fools? All right, actually, I took a power pill yesterday. Everyone burst into laughter, and the atmosphere relaxed a bit. But Wang Luoyu couldn't smile. She pulled me aside. Ling Songxuan, tell me the truth. What exactly is your cultivation level? Honestly don't know. Haven't tested it. Then do you know how much trouble you've caused? The Myriad Treasure Pavilion has a refinement void stage old ancestor guarding it, and might even have a body integration stage expert. Then let them come, I said. Can you defeat a body integration stage expert? Don't know. I'll only know after fighting. She cupped her forehead. You're just unbelievable. Senior sister, some things are unavoidable, I said seriously. The secret realm is with me. They'll know sooner or later. Instead of hiding, it's better to let them know that the Heaven's Evolution sect is not to be trifled with. It's on you. I pointed to my glabella. That drop of true blood is the core of the secret realm. Wang Liu drew a sharp breath. So that's why you're so strong. That true blood. What exactly is it? I was silent for a moment. Senior sister, some things are better left unknown. She stared at me, then nodded after a long while. All right, I won't ask. But promise me, no matter what, don't die. I'll try my best. After that day, the Heavens Evolution sect became famous, punching away 4 soul transformation stage cultivators. This feat spread throughout the cultivation world. All major factions began to reevaluate the Heavens Evolution sect. At the same time, rumors about the ancient secret realm and that drop of true blood also began to circulate. On the 10th day, the true big shots arrived. A man resembling a scholar in green robes arrived, treading on air. He didn't release any oppressive aura, but everyone felt it difficult to breathe. I, Suman, have come specifically to pay my respects to the young friend of the Heavenly Deduction sect. Wang Luoyu's face turned ashen. Suma Yuan, the Grand Elder of the Grand Void Sword sect, a mighty being in the integration stage. I put down my broom and stepped forward. Senior Su, what an honor to have you here. Please forgive my not having greeted you sooner. Su Moon appraised me, his gaze as deep as an abyss. You're Ling Tsang Xuan, young friend? I am. Can you withstand 3 of my sword strikes? I can try. He smiled. Good spirit. First strike, 3 tenths power. He pointed his fingers like a sword and made a gesture across the air. There was no sword chi, no light, but space was ripped apart, and a Blackcliff fissure spread towards me. I raised my hand and punched out. The force of my punch collided with the spatial fissure, annihilating in silence. Suma Yuan's eyes lit up. Good. Second strike, 7 tenths power. This time he drew his sword. An ancient, simple longsword, with the characters Tai Su, Grand Void, engraved on its blade. With one strike, heaven and earth fell silent. All sounds vanished, all colors faded, leaving only that single sword. I took a deep breath, activating the power of my true blood. Crimson patterns appeared on my right arm, and I met the strike with a punch. Boom! An impact wave spread, reducing mountains and rocks within a 10-mile radius to dust. I retreated 3 steps, my arm bleeding. Suma Yuan retreated 1 step, his sword body trembling slightly. Good, good, good. He uttered 3 good S in a row. Third strike, full power. Senior, must we fight? I asked. I have practiced swordsmanship for 3,000 years, and it is rare to encounter an opponent. My hands itch. Then, part of my offense. I completely released my suppression. A trace of the fierce beast's aura leaked out. Just a single trace, and the heavens and earth changed color. Dark clouds gathered, and thunder boomed. Suma Yuan's expression changed drastically. This is the aura of an ancient fierce beast. You are. I didn't let him finish and threw a punch. This punch contained 1 in 100 million of my past life strength. It was enough. Sword and fist collided. Time seemed to stand still. Then, Suma Yuan's sword broke. He flew backward, spitting out a mouthful of blood in midair, and stumbled a few steps after landing before regaining his footing. Cough, cough. No wonder. No wonder. He wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth, his gaze complex. So the legend is true. An ancient fierce beast reincarnated as a human. I withdrew my fist. Does Senior still wish to fight? I cannot win. He admitted frankly. But little friend, do you know that once your identity is exposed, the entire cultivation world will become your enemy? I know. Then what do you plan to do? If 1 comes, I'll fight 1. If 2 come, I'll fight a pair, I said. Suma Yuan smiled. Interesting. How about we make a deal? What deal? The Grand Void Sword sect will no longer be your enemy, and can even assist you when necessary. In exchange, should my sect face calamity one day, you will act once. Deal. Swift. Suma Yuan tossed over a jade talisman. Crush it, and I will arrive immediately. He left, leaving behind a mess. Wang Luoyu ran over. Are you all right? I'm fine. It's just my clothes are torn. They were quite expensive. I've worn them for 10 years, I said, feeling a pang of sorrow. She didn't know whether to laugh or cry. At a time like this, you're still worried about clothes. He's at the integration stage. You repelled him. A fluke. Another fluke? She glared at me. He might not have been in good form today. That's enough of you. Days passed one by one. Tianyin sect was being rebuilt, and new disciples were starting to be recruited. With my reputation as the one who repelled a Mahayana cultivator with a single punch as a drawing card, applicants poured in endlessly. Wang Liu was so busy her feet barely touched the ground, but she was very happy. The sect was experiencing a revival. As for me, I continued sweeping the floor. Every morning, I'd appear at the mountain gate on time, sweeping fallen leaves and watching the morning sun, as if nothing had changed. But I knew everything was changing. My true blood was slowly merging, and my memories were resurfacing. I started dreaming. In my dreams, I was a towering chaos, an enemy to all gods, an enemy to heaven and earth. When I woke, my hands were covered in cold sweat. I feared that one day, the me in my dreams would replace the current me. What about Wang Luoyu then? What about Tianyin sect? A month later, events took another turn. This time, it wasn't an enemy. It was a group of people in black, carrying a black sedan chair. A woman's voice came from within the sedan chair. Chaos Lord, your humble servant has been ordered by the master to bring you home. I stopped sweeping. You've got the wrong person. There's no mistake. Your aura, your humble servants sense it very clearly. The sedan curtain lifted, and a woman in a black robe emerged, her face veiled in black, revealing only a pair of blood-red eyes. Who is this master? Your former subordinate, Lord Taotai. My heart gave a jolt. Taotai, one of the 4 ferocious beasts. It's still alive? Where is it? The endless abyss, awaiting your return to revitalize the ferocious beast clan. I shook my head. No, I'm quite good here. The woman became anxious. Lord, have you forgotten humanity's betrayal? Forgotten the pain of being suppressed for 10,000 years? Forget it, I said. I am now Ling Sangshuan, the gatekeeper of Tianyin sect, not chaos. But you are chaos. The woman knelt. We beg you to return and lead us in revenge. The other black-clad figures also knelt. The scene was bizarre. Wang Liu and her disciples arrived upon hearing the commotion. Seeing this, they were all stunned. Junior brother Ling, this is... Delivery people, they got the wrong address, I said. The black-robed woman looked up. My lord, if these humans by your side knew your true identity, would they still treat you with such deference? My gaze turned cold. Are you threatening me? This servant would not dare. I am merely stating facts. Get out, I said. My lord, if you don't get out now, I'll keep all of you here. A trace of a fierce beast's aura was released. The black-robed woman's face turned ashen, and she repeatedly retreated. My lord, please calm your anger. This servant will leave immediately. But please remember, Lord Taotai awaits you, always ready to serve. The black-clad figures, carrying the sedan chair, disappeared. Wang Liu walked over. Who were they? Health supplement salespeople. Pay them no mind. I continued sweeping the floor. She didn't ask again, but deep worry was visible in her eyes. That night, she came to find me to drink. The two of us sat on the rooftop, drinking heartily under the moon. Ling Sangshuan. If one day you have to leave, will you tell me? Yes. And what if I ask you not to go? I remained silent. She smiled, her smile a little bitter. I knew it. You seem easygoing, but in fact, you're more stubborn than anyone. Senior sister. Stop talking, let's drink. We drank until midnight, both of us drunk. She leaned against my shoulder, asleep. Moonlight spilled onto her face, serene and beautiful. I remembered 100 years ago, the first time I saw her. Back then, she was still a little girl, skipping and hopping to the mountain gate to play. Seeing me sweeping, she asked, Senior brother, why do you sweep every day? I said, because there are fallen leaves on the ground. She said, but even if you sweep them, there will still be more. I said, then I'll sweep again. She tilted her head, thought for a moment, and said, Senior brother, you're so strange. Then she ran off. 100 years passed in a flash. She grew up and became the sect master. I was still sweeping the floor. Nothing had changed, yet everything had changed. The next day, I decided to go into seclusion. The true blood integration had reached a critical stage, and I had to concentrate. Otherwise, I might lose control. Before going into seclusion, I left 3 jade talismans for Wang Luoyu. If you encounter danger, crush one, and I will immediately exit seclusion. How long will you be in seclusion? I don't know. Maybe a few days, maybe a few years. She nodded. All right, I'll wait for you. I opened up a cave dwelling in the back mountain and set up layers of restrictions. I began my seclusion. The true blood boiled within me, and memories surged forth like a tide. I saw the truth from 10,000 years ago. The war between humans and ferocious beasts wasn't about who was right or wrong, merely a struggle for survival. But the humans resorted to despicable means, allying with the demon race and spirit race, setting a trap to defeat the 4 great ferocious beasts one by one. I was betrayed by my most trusted human friend. His name was Lu Qingshun, the founding patriarch of the Tianyin sect. It was he who, using the cultivation technique I had taught him, allied with others to suppress me. Chaos, I'm sorry, but the human race needs space to survive. Those were his last words. I was then sealed away, my spirit shattered, and I entered the cycle of reincarnation. 100 years of guarding the gate was a restriction he had set, hoping to purify me with the power of faith and incense offerings. Ridiculous. How could the true nature of a ferocious beast be purified by incense? I was merely dormant. Now, I have awakened, my memories have returned, and my power is coming back. But I feel no anger, no hatred. 10,000 years is enough to smooth over everything. Lu Qingshun died long ago, and the Tianyin sect has also fallen into decline. Grudges and debts should dissipate. I just want to be Ling Sangshuan, sweeping the ground, watching the gate, and occasionally helping senior sister beat up bad guys. This is quite good, but the world rarely grants one's desires. On the 3rd day of my closed-door cultivation, the jade talisman shattered. Not 1, but 3 shattered simultaneously. Something's wrong. I burst out of my seclusion and rushed back to the mountain gate. What I saw was a sea of flames. The mountain gate had collapsed, the halls were destroyed, and disciples' corpses lay everywhere. Wang Liu was pinned to a broken pillar, a black spear impaled in her chest. She was still alive, but her breath was faint. Junior brother, run. My eyes reddened. Not sadness, but fury. The wrath of a monstrous beast made heaven and earth change color. Who did this? My voice was hoarse. Laughter echoed from the air. Lord Chaos, you finally emerged. The black-robed woman reappeared, this time bringing hundreds of black-clad figures. Leading them was a figure as fat as a mountain, seated on a throne made of piled bones. Taodai! I gritted my teeth. Big brother, 10,000 years no see, are you well? Taotai grinned, revealing a mouthful of fangs. You injured her? Just a human woman. Big brother, why get so angry? Taotai said indifferently. Your little brother is here to invite you back. As long as you nod, these human little brothers will be slaughtered for you. I gently pulled out the spear from Wang Liu's chest and used the power of my true blood to heal her. Senior sister, hold on. Junior brother, don't mind me. Get out of here quickly. I can't leave. I looked up at Taotai. You've touched my inverse scale. Taotai roared with laughter. Big brother, since your reincarnation as a human, why have you become so indecisive? Are you going to turn against your little brother for a mere human woman? She's no ordinary human. I picked up Wang Luoyu and placed her in a safe corner. She's my senior sister. So what? Therefore, those who harmed her shall die. The monstrous beast's aura fully erupted. The sky cracked open, and the earth trembled. Tao Ye's expression changed. Big brother, are you serious? What do you think? I unleashed a punch. This punch contained 30% of my power. Tao Tai roared, transforming into his true form, a massive maw capable of swallowing the heavens and devouring the earth. Fist met maw. Tao Tai shrieked. Half of his fangs shattered, his corpulent body sent flying backward, smashing through 3 mountains. The black-robed women were stunned. My lord! Charge! Seize Lord Chaos! Tao-Tai roared. Hundreds of black-clad figures pounced forward. My gaze turned icy, courting death. My hands formed a seal, and blood-red runes emerged. Chaos domain open. With me at the center, a 100-mile radius transformed into a crimson world. Within the domain, I was king. All the black-clad figures froze, then dissolved into blood mist. Tao-Tai cried out in terror. Big brother, you've recovered all your power. No, but it's enough to kill you. I walked towards him, step by step. Mercy, big brother. Your little brother knows his mistake. Too late. I stretched out my hand and clenched my fist in the air. Tao-Ye's massive body began to twist and compress. No, big brother, you can't kill me. We're brothers. Not since the moment you harmed her. My hand tightened. Tao-Tai exploded, dispersing into a rain of blood. The ferocious beast Tao-Tai perished. I withdrew my domain and returned to Wang Liyu's side. She was still unconscious, but her injuries were stabilized. I picked her up, looked at the Heavenly Edict sect in ruins, and sighed. It's time to end this. 3 days later, Wang Liyu awoke. She saw me sweeping the floor by her bedside. You, senior sister, you're awake? I put down the broom. Tianyin sect. Under reconstruction, those men in black. Dealt with. She looked at me, tears streaming down her face. I thought I was dead. As long as I'm here, you won't die, I said. Ling Songshuan, what exactly are you? I remained silent for a long time. An ancient fierce beast, a reincarnation of chaos. She froze, but she wasn't afraid. No wonder you're so strong. Aren't you afraid of me? Afraid of what? You've saved me so many times. She smiled. A fierce beast is a fierce beast, but you're still my junior brother anyway. A warmth spread through my heart. Thank you. Thank me for what? I should be thanking you. She struggled to sit up, but don't sweep anymore. Why? You're a fierce beast. What kind of fierce beast sweeps the floor? It's so undignified. What should I do then? Become the sect master, she said seriously. I'll yield my position to you, and you could be the sect master of Tianyin sect. I shook my head. I'm not suitable. If I say you're suitable, then you're suitable. She glared at me. Or are you saying you think Tianyin sect is too small to accommodate a great being like you? That's not it. Then it's settled. From today onwards, you're the sect master, and I'll be your deputy. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. In the end, I compromised. Fine, I'll do it. It's just like sweeping, really, and I can manage the sect along the way. 1 month later, the reconstruction of Tianyin sect was complete, and I officially became the sect master. On the day of the ceremony, many people came. Sun Lian of the Grand Void Sword sect, the master of 10,000 Treasures Pavilion, Golden Light Cave, Moonlit Valley, Blood Fiend Gate. They all came to offer congratulations, their attitudes respectful. Sect Master Ling, congratulations. Sect Master Ling is young and promising. Tianyin sect is sure to flourish. I dealt with them, secretly wishing for it to end quickly, so I could go back to sweeping the floor. Wang Luyu was secretly laughing nearby. Halfway through the ceremony, an anomaly suddenly occurred. The sky suddenly split open, and a beam of golden light descended. From within the golden light, a golden-armored divine general walked out. By order of the Heavenly Emperor, I am here to apprehend Ling Songshuan, the reincarnated form of the fierce beast chaos. The entire hall erupted in an uproar. I looked up, staring at the divine general. Heavenly Emperor? Which Heavenly Emperor? The supreme, utmost revered, naturally wondrous, myriad truth, jade emperor god of the vast heaven golden palace. Too long a name, can't remember it, I said. The divine general was furious. How dare you? How dare you disrespect the heavenly emperor? I've even beaten up the heavenly emperor himself, so what if I disrespect him? I said indifferently. In my memory, I had fought with the heavenly court 10,000 years ago. At that time, The Heavenly Emperor wasn't this one. He was an old man, and I knocked out 3 of his teeth. The Divine General clearly didn't know this history, and swung his sword to strike. Stubborn fool, prepare to die. I raised my hand and slapped him. The Divine General flew back into the golden light, and the door closed. The world became quiet. The guests were dumbfounded. Sect Masterling, you hit a Heavenly General? He was too noisy. What if the Heavenly Court retaliates then? Let them come, I said, 1 by 1, or 2 by 2. Everyone fell silent. The ceremony continued, but the atmosphere was eerie. After it ended, Wang Luoyu asked me, "Did you really beat up the Heavenly Emperor?" That was 10,000 years ago. So, will the Heavenly Court send a large army? Possibly. What then? When soldiers arrive, a general blocks them. I patted her shoulder. Senior sister, don't worry. With me here, the sky won't fall. She looked at me and suddenly smiled. That's right. You're the fierce beast Hundun. What's there to fear from the Heavenly Court? Exactly. Nothing to fear. So from now on, can the Tianyin sect just swagger around? Low-key, low-key. We are a prestigious Orthodox sect. The two of us exchanged smiles. The sun set in the west, and the mountain gate was quiet. I picked up my broom and continued sweeping the ground. Leaves fell 1 by 1. Days passed 1 by 1. Whether a fierce beast or a human. I am Ling Songshuan, the gatekeeper of Tianyin sect, its current sect leader. That is enough. As for the Heavenly Court, if they want to come, let them come. I'll sweep my ground, and they can fight their fight. Neither will interfere with the other. Perfectly fine.